Hey, we're back. And Jeremy actually wrapped up early, so he's back.
Yeah.
So
Look at him.
This is last call.
You look so good.
Talk about it all.
That's like the perfect pose to get frozen in carbonite.
He gave
with.
it. Well, I mean, he chose it. He gave us this gift, and we thought,
It's true.
let's utilize
Beautiful.
it.
Meanwhile, Jabba's sitting over there. Umanava Jamidulia.
Man, I was thinking it when we were talking about it, but I didn't say it. When we were talking about, potentially moving into a new office or just going back to the office and how you were going to get thrashed by moonballs and more specifically your workspace.
Mm-hmm.
Does that ever set in? Do you walk into the room you're in right now and see all your stuffed animals and it just kind of blows you away that they're not sitting there? Yeah, you don't have to pick them up every single day.
It does set in where I'm like, this is the perfect work environment where I won't be destroyed every 2 seconds. But
do you think you've acclimated enough where you've forgotten, or is it just a constant reminder of what's waiting?
I think the biggest difference will be like when we're back, I won't be able to catch as well. Like all the moonballs.
It's true. That's true. His reflexes
out of practice.
Yeah. Like stuff will get by me. I'll be like, no, I could have saved it if only I had trained in the off times.
Just you get yourself a pitching machine, you're just catching them on the other end of it. Just
I'm not heavy on the partaking of moonballs in general or Matt's desk, but I like to watch it happen.
You do.
Yeah, I mean, I'll throw an occasional one. Don't get me wrong, but I don't lead the charge.
There's times where I look at it after it's happened, and I'm like, man, that would be really funny if it wasn't me.
Oh yeah,
but it is. So
just stand at my desk for a second and pretend like it's not your desk.
Yeah, and
I just get caught. I'm in crossfire desk.
Yeah, you get hit really bad and it's never aimed at you.
Yeah, At least you're like you matter.
Yeah,
I'm all those hits are for you.
For me.
I will say, like my desk was in a situation where I was furthest from the green wall, which means when people would go for me, they'd have to like whip it at me. So it was like there was no soft coming towards me. It's always like a nightmare. So I just realized my Texas is off. I got to turn that on. There we go.
I didn't know what you were saying, and then it all made sense.
He turned the whole state off.
It was on the narrow shot. In the narrow shot, I didn't realize it was off, and then it was off for the whole episode, the whole podcast.
It's weird that you just noticed just now.
We need to shut
in
Texas
90
down
minutes.
anyway.
I don't really why. I've got it like, well, our video, so making the sausage, our video when we're watching live, when we're recording live, is delayed by a second or two, and so it's very distracting when you're like looking at yourself talking and it's not matching your lips. So so I have it in the corner of my eye, but I don't really.
Oh, you just look away?
Yeah.
Oh. I'm usually looking at like the chat or into my camera, and then I have this kind of like up on the side of my.
I plow through. I just stare at it, and I think that's weird. It's delayed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look right at it.
Nice.
I try to move the audio back in my head so it more matches up perfectly.
Right. That's a good call. There was a moment in the podcast where I was looking at my phone for a bit. The gall, first of all, some solicitor come to my house. Get out of here, right?
Yeah.
You saw those signs in my neighborhood that says no solicitors. They just ignore them. They go, no, they didn't mean me. Then on top of this, part of our rant, guy's not wearing a mask. Get the fuck away from my house. I don't know who you are. You're just some random person coming to my house, and you're not even wearing a mask. Like if I even wanted the thing that you're trying to sell me that I guarantee you I don't want, you're gonna just assume I don't give a shit and not wear a mask. Like I had my AC was getting worked on. Guy showed up in a mask. I didn't have to ask him. He just came with a mask on, and I thought that's common sense. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna talk to you. I scowled at my phone until he walked away. So that's probably a good 90 seconds or so. I was looking down at the podcast, and you could maybe see me being angry.
Yeah. He's like someone scowling at me through a camera.
Good. I hope he felt it.
So speaking of cameras on front doors, so last night we're watching some Veep on HBO Max, not sponsored, and all of a sudden I got an alert that there's a person at my front door, which was weird because I've got a camera on my driveway, and then I've got a camera that faces like my front walk up, and then I've got the Ring, which also has a camera in it, and they all detect motion. So it wasn't the Ring didn't pop up and the front driveway didn't pop up, but my front door camera did. It said there's a person at your front door, and I was like, and I looked. And it looked like a bag of like someone had put like a bag of trash or something on my front or on my front door. And I'm like, what what the hell? And I like walk up and there's no one at my front door. And I look out. Then all of a sudden this thing goes woo, and it's like it whips its wings and then flies like it runs down my front pathway.
Oh.
There's a goddamn turkey on my front porch.
Oh shit!
Yeah, we think it was. We're not sure it was a turkey, but look, I mean, it was the size of a turkey. Katie's screaming. What do you say, hon?
Hang on.
Katie says it was bigger than a turkey.
Bigger than a turkey.
It was
Turkeys are big.
It was
dude.
big.
Super turkey.
And then so I called Katie and we looked at it and like it then walked across the street and out and like towards the neighbor's house. But I was like, what the hell was that?
Did you think?
Wreak havoc.
Did you think? What
Yeah.
the hell is that? I want to eat it.
I did.
I could
did.
catch that and cook it.
But I mean, like
That's a turkey.
it spread its wings and it was wider than our pathway, which is like a good 3 feet. I mean, it was big.
Could have been a
And so it was like,
birdzilla.
I was
Yeah.
like, what the? And it was just sitting on it was just on my front porch, like just hanging out there for a good minute or two. I was like, what are you doing on my front porch? So anyway, not sure how that happened, but it was like the weirdest thing that I was not expecting. It's like, I mean, we get squirrels, we get possums,
Yeah.
whatever, but it's like not a freaking giant bird, possible turkey. It was nuts.
You ever get coyotes?
Oh God.
Oh God, where'd you go,
Thanksgiving.
Michael?
I don't know.
You've gone.
That's a.
We hear coyotes every
killing
now and then.
weird
We also hear
shot.
owls too. So, I get it. It's the Thanksgiving poster.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, Ghost Lindblad
Yeah.
is saying, "There you go."
Yeah.
I
Okay.
like
I
the
didn't
way
get it
you-
either. I just assumed. Here's the thing. I just assumed I was being punished for something.
Yeah.
You know, you can't expect it, Michael. It's hard to make jokes when you're the judge, jury, and executioner. You're doling out. You're not on our side. You punish us. You take our drinks away. You make Jeremy
That's
tiny,
true.
and then you're trying to be friends with us. And I don't get the joke. I think, oh, he hates me. What did I do now?
Yeah. Also, his voice doesn't come across
He
on the
doesn't.
episode. So, like, I thanked him during the last because he mentioned I was trying to think of xCloud, and he said it, and I was like, "Oh, thank you," but it was just me talking to
I
myself.
said-
So
when you
it's just-
said
if you're
that, I
watching,
went-
it's
You
just
were
me.
you were
That's a
thinking your
ghost.
thoughts. You're
Yeah.
thinking
Yeah.
your thoughts, Jack.
So
I keep track of them.
you gotta be brave. You gotta be brave, like
be
Eric
brave.
Badur. You just gotta get us. You gotta talk to us.
Yeah.
You can do it, Michael. We believe in you. We know you're there.
Beadure.
Bad door.
Badour.
But
Badour.
Badour.
Like Baydor. Baydoor.
Katie texted me that says it's not a turkey with exclamation points.
What does she think
I
it
love-
is? Does she have a theory or just not turkey is her?
I'm trying to figure out if there's a way I can post an image of it without showing like enough of my house.
Dangerous
I love
game.
Yeah,
the-
probably not.
I love the way you described it though. It's like we got a bird, possible turkey. Just run.
Yeah,
running
then
down the road.
another guy comes in and goes, "Ain't no turkey. It's bigger than a turkey.
Well, it had like long legs and a long neck, but it wasn't like
It's
red.
an ostrich."
Yeah, it's an ostrich.
It looked like a baby emu. It was
It could
big.
be
Whoa.
an emu. Emu exists.
I don't know. It was wild, and it was like the weirdest thing, just something you never expected. And I was like, "Is that a peacock?" It's like, no, it's not a peacock. It's like, but it was like that size, and so and none of my cats.
How do you get past
bothered
the other
with it.
cameras?
I
Yeah.
don't know. It just I don't know if it landed there or what,
Damn,
but like
dude.
my first video of it is it like on my porch already. So I didn't get the approach. I just have it there. It just appeared there. And
Well,
so
I mean, emus are
yeah.
invisible if they move under 2 miles an hour, so it could be it. you know?
Whoa.
it's got a
little known
Drax
emu
bird on my
fact.
front porch.
Yeah, I ask because
Anyway.
I get a lot of coyotes howling in my neighborhood. I've never.
Um,
No, that's not true. I've seen one out driving, like late at night,
Okay.
because their eyes like shine in the night.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, you see they got like werewolf eyes. But we live near, not too far is a golf course, so they fuck
Okay.
around on that because it's all flat, and you'll hear them howling at night. And I think occasionally they'll sneak into the neighborhood and try and like eat somebody's dog.
look for babies and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, if you got a
Yeah.
little dog, watch out, could get eaten
Yeah.
by
Yeah.
a coyote,
Like dogs,
or as they call them,
dogs and cats.
coyotes.
That's like people who have cats outside. That drives me nuts. Like, why would you have an outdoor cat? Like, that makes no sense. Like, all they do is eat wildlife and get eaten by coyotes. Like, and also get run over.
All
It's like,
right.
that's a nightmare.
Yeah, I used to have one back in South Carolina. That
was a mistake. It's
Well,
horrible.
It wasn't like my fault. Like I got him, and my grandma was like, "Well, he can't stay inside," and I was like, "Well, he's a cat. Sure, he can." It took her like a week to change her tune, but by that point, he didn't want to stay inside anymore. So I was just like, "Well,
Yeah.
you're in and out," and he slept inside every night, but he went out and
Roam
killed.
during the day.
He killed the neighborhood, dude.
Yeah, see, that's
Like-
the thing. Like we have Squeak, who Squeak was living under our back deck, and we found him and we got him cleaned up and neutered and everything, and we brought him inside, and he lives inside now. And it's like, yeah, it's, you know, he was an outdoor cat when we found him, but it's like, no, he's not going outside anymore.
Yeah,
Either he's going to eat all the neighborhood birds, or he's going to be eaten, and that'll be horrible, or get hit by a car.
It's like there's nothing by a turkey creature.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I didn't think Carr would have gotten like my cat either. But yeah, that was what happened. He wasn't on the road apparently, but yeah, he got by the car.
Yeah, and it's like, that's horrible. And
yeah,
so,
it sucks.
I don't know. I'm just watching my cat. I'm on the second floor of my house, and we have a little banister that like goes all the way down to the first floor, and I just watch my cat jump on it and like run across the banister. And I'm like, idiot's gonna fall off someday and then break a leg and pay for his.
That stuff scares the crap out of me. Like because I'm looking at houses and I'm like, Arya's gonna jump up there and die. She's stupid. They
can fall a long way though.
Yeah, and then cats are pretty durable.
Then I think about Bleach, my indoor-outdoor cat, who I found like on our roof, and he would look at me and be like, "Open your arms, human! You must catch me!" And then just jump down at me, and like several times see him at the top of trees, and he'd be like, "I'll get down. You don't you worry."
Did he jump claws out? Like, I'll just dig into you?
He did. He'd dig into me when he grabbed on, and then he'd like retract them. I'm like, well, I have marks here now, but that's okay. He's a good cat.
Stop eating that.
He killed families of birds, though.
Yeah, he wiped them out.
My cat's just eating a box over here.
That's good. My kids were playing with a box earlier today, so I feel like those are my pets.
It's the same thing. Sorry, it went back to the wide with Jeremy, and I forgot about something.
What's up, Jeremy? You talk about your cat? You got cats, Jeremy.
Jeremy, you got something to say?
I feel you. No? That Booker, right?
Yeah, I look at him.
He loves
Scooter,
them.
Zipper.
He loves them.
This is Reamer, and he's super excited to be here right now. He loves being held. Look at him. Look how much he loves being held.
That's how Arya is too.
Anyway, go ahead.
She'll purr the entire time, and then
release you.
Just be running away the second she can get away.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I keep saying, you know, I'm thinking at some point life in general and children will settle out and get a pet, and I just don't think it's coming.
No, you don't think so?
I mean, the opportunity hasn't presented itself. I've never thought, you know, what would be a good thing to do right now? Add an animal to this. I keep saying, when that happens, I'll do it. But when
did you have dogs? Because you had dogs.
Dogs growing up almost my whole life. I got my first dog when I was 5. So
okay, so you're getting there. You're getting close to that.
I mean, I'm getting close to what my parents did. I don't give a shit what they did. I'm just saying, for me, okay, I know I got to take care of the dog. I know how much work dogs are, and I'm just not gonna do it.
Well, see, that's the beauty of cats. Like the hardest thing with a cat is drilling the holes to put cat doors into your garage, and then you put the litter in the garage so it doesn't smell the house up, and then that's it. I mean, you got to clean the litter twice a week if you have a big enough thing. And then they feed themselves, they water themselves, they clean themselves.
Do they shop for themselves? Do they buy the food themselves? Because that would be convenient.
Yeah,
here's $20.
You do have to buy.
If you get a cat that has the thumbs, you know, you get a cat with 7 toes, you can give them a phone, and they can just go and order from Petco or wherever.
You just get the Amazon buttons, put them around your house.
Oh, that's true. Get a dash button.
I mean, I made the joke. I'm pretty sure they discontinued those buttons, but who used those? Who wants a button in their house? Like, Amazon's too difficult. You need a button. That was crazy to me. Oops. My brother-in-law taught me a trick where they had deals every now and then where basically you'd get $5 off the purchase of an Amazon button. So it was essentially free, and it would show up at your house, and then you could use it and get a discount or whatever. And there were ways you could kind of use that to just get credit on Amazon. So I got like $200 worth of credit just for anything. But then I had like 100 of these freaking smart buttons. And so I literally, one day I spent 2 hours with a pair of pliers and just break them apart because they had a AAA battery in them. So I've got like 200 AAA batteries that I'll never use now. That's funny.
Yeah. And so it was all free. And so I got a shitload of AAA batteries and like $200 credit on Amazon.
That's really funny.
Nice.
Yeah.
The closest I ever came to that was baby stuff, like during Iris, like new parents with a newborn baby. You constantly don't have shit that you need. It's immediately had the realization of how fucking easy it is comparatively being a parent now than even when I was growing up, 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Just the internet in general and like instant delivery, like, oh shit, we're out of diapers. Get in the car and run to the store. Where now it's like, oh, we're out of diapers. Some will the shitty like, oh no, Amazon, Prime will take 2 days or 3 days to get here. But until then, I can get a 6-pack of layover diapers, or a 12-pack on Prime Now in 4 hours. And it's just, there were so many times stuff like that happened, in the first 6 months of parenting. It just made life so much easier. Where I was like, I can't believe humans are still around because this is crazy. I can't believe we made it before we had this stuff.
Man. Anyway. Get a cat.
Anywho.
Cats are easier to take care of than dogs.
They're super easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I have one.
You would be a
Lindsay
hero to
talk.
Lindsay. You would be a hero to
Lindsay.
Lindsay. She would.
I gave her 2 children. I sired 2 children.
And then, so who's that a gift for?
That's a gift for her.
Oh,
Here.
Okay. Here.
Look.
I made these for you.
Look what I did for you. Now, like I bought the ingredients. Now cook. Make something out of this. I can't. I would if I could. I can't. It's out of my hands. I can't. I manipulate. I don't even know what to call it. Science? Not even science. The human law of nature.
The genome.
What do you want from me? I did my part. Now make babies.
Oh God. Bye, everyone.
See you next week.
Well, bye.
Bye, Jeremy.
Bye, Jeremy.